it's all over anyway. It doesn't really matter. I don't know if that's so true, especially in this case in Tennessee against the Robin Howington. Defense putting on their best effort to save this woman's long time incarceration. Let's go back for more of this defense closing argument, trying to refute the prosecution's belief that this woman killed her own 5-year-old daughter.
Mr. Government stood right here at this record and asked, Mr. Riddle, isn't it true that police-involved shootings are different? Yes, it is. And she stopped. I got up and asked her, how? How are police-involved shootings any different than any other shooting? Well, they're just different. Well, Mr. Riddle is a human being, a police officer or a citizen, using a gun, pulling the trigger, and someone getting injured and killed. Well, yeah. So, it's not different at all, is it? Well, I guess not. Now, one has to ask, why would you ask that question? And why did he say yes, knowing they weren't different? That's called perjury. You do it in that chair. And you raise your hand and say you'll tell the truth, and then just in a knee-jerk reaction to a bad question, aren't they different? Yes, ma'am. That's perjury. Why would he do that? He knew better. He absolutely knew better. So let me tell you why I think he did it. Because this, and this, that, well, a couple of those got two sides. This box and all these photographs and all these discs, there is no proof that Miss Howington knew where that gun was because Callie had put it away. So there's no proof that she knowingly made that gun available to the child as a negligent act. So, blows smoke. What's the biggest smoke? Let's talk for a moment about those 63 seconds. How many times Wardlaw and Riddle tell her, we ain't enough police lady. We don't care about you. They were at her house within 2 minutes of the 911 call. They were there for another, that's 9 o'clock in the but I'll give them a few minutes. Let's say 9 o'clock at night, the police arrived, so they were a few minutes earlier. They're there till 4 o'clock in the morning at least. Did anybody show you any evidence that they found Roxy's in her house? She had a purse full of prescription bottles. Did anybody show you any Roxy's that were in her purse? Did anybody say she had baggies or packaging or Roxy's in the house somewhere? So why are we talking about that? Because in that and that and that, all that up there, they don't have the evidence they need. So they just want to throw things at the wall and say, that's a bad woman convicted. She was doing a drug deal with Mr. Key. Mr. Key, he's an interesting fellow, too. He testified on Friday here. They said, how'd you know Miss Howington? Oh, I met her through friends in the neighborhood. What kind of friends? Oh, I did work for people in the neighborhood. They referred her to me. She was willing to pay me a decent wage, so I did.
That's not evidence. It's also.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will judge which facts are before you and which are not. If they are facts not in evidence, you may not consider them. Go ahead.
And
I knew her I was doing odd jobs for her. And then I got some pills from her because my grandma was dying. And I got some pills from her. That was on Friday. Monday or Tuesday, we testified. Sir, how do you know what's happening? I buy pills from her. And I asked him on the cross, I said, wait a minute, you remember Friday? You said you knew her because you did odd jobs for her, you painted her house, you covered her lawn. You took your child over to her house, and her children and your child played on the trampoline while you were doing the work. And now all of a sudden, she's guilty. Huh. Now from Friday to Monday, he got a new perspective on her. because they don't have the evidence they need, so throw some at her? She told you why she put that gun outside. I'm still baffled today about Riddle's response to her in the room. Ma'am, I know your daughter's dead, but you have many more children. You need to be thinking about that. She has 2 children, one's an adult, and the other is Gavin.
That is definitely a tough nut for the defense. The fact that the defendant took the gun and hid it and then blamed somebody else for moving the gun, and they have video of her doing that. That's bad. The jury wrestling now with 5 different counts against Robin Howington, and the top charge being felony murder for the death of a 5-year-old. So, hey, I've got to thank and excuse Philip Hamilton, criminal defense attorney. Thank you, sir. Always a pleasure to have you along for the ride. We'll see you next time. Catherine Lizardo is going to stick around. This is Law and Crime, more of the defense closing when we come right back.